Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. There is a wisdom of the head and wisdom of the heart. A man is lucky if he is the first love of a woman. A woman is lucky if she is the last love of a man. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. A word in earnest is as good as a speech. Vices are sometimes only virtues carried to excess. A thing constructed can only be loved after it is constructed, but a thing created is loved before it exists. A day wasted on others is not wasted on oneself. Love, though said to be afflicted with blindness, is a vigilant watchman. Charity begins at home, and justice begins next door. Change begets change. Nothing propagates so fast. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of it to anyone else. There are dark shadows on the earth, but its lights are stronger in the contrast. Electric communication will never be a substitute for the face of someone who with their soul encourages another person to be brave and true. Do all the good you can and make as little fuss about it as possible. There is nothing so strong or safe in an emergency of life as the simple truth. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. The world belongs to those who set out to conquer it, armed with self-confidence and good humor. It is a melancholy truth that even great men have their poor relations. A wonderful fact to reflect upon, that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other. Heaven knows we need never be ashamed of our tears, for they are rain upon the blinding dust of earth, overlying our hard hearts. Every traveler has a home of his own, and he learns to appreciate it the more from his wandering. Subdue your appetites, my dears, and you've conquered human nature. And oh, there are days in this life worth life and worth death. Ask no questions, and you'll be told no lies. The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. What greater gift than the love of a cat? Life is made of ever so many partings welded together. To conceal anything from those to whom I am attached is not in my nature. I can never close my lips where I have opened my heart. Trifles make the sum of life. You have been the last dream of my soul. I hope that real love and truth are stronger in the end than any evil or misfortune in the world. The broken heart. You think you will die, but you just keep living day after day after terrible day. The success is not mine, the failure is not mine, but the two together make me. Hearts confined with cobwebs would burst at last, and then love was avenged. My advice is to never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. There are talkers enough among us. I'll be one of the doers. Dignity, and even holiness too sometimes, are more questions of coat and waistcoat than some people imagine. The first rule of business is, do other men, for they would do you. There are strings in the human heart that had better not be vibrated. A very little key will open a very heavy door. Happiness is a gift, and the trick is not to expect it, but to delight in it when it comes. There are books, of which the backs and covers are by far the best parts. We forge the chains we wear in life. I cannot stop some dreadful things I try to stop, but I go on in the hope and trust that the time will come. If there were no bad people, there would be no good lawyers. There is a wisdom of the head and a wisdom of the heart. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. From the death of each day's hope, another hope sprung up to live tomorrow. I was better after I had cried than before, more sorry, more aware of my own ingratitude, more gentle. In a word, I was too cowardly to do what I knew to be right, as I had been too cowardly to avoid doing what I knew to be wrong. It is because I think so much of warm and sensitive hearts that I would spare them from being wounded. Take nothing on its looks. Take everything on evidence. There's no better rule. The most important thing in life is to stop saying, I wish, and start saying, I will. Consider nothing impossible. Then treat possibilities as probabilities. Family not only need to consist of merely those whom we share blood, but also for those whom we'd give blood. Never close your lips to those whom you have already opened your heart. There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. One always begins to forgive a place as soon as it's left behind. The men who learn endurance are they who call the whole world brother.